Welcome back. So Naval's been released and it's been out for a while, and I've played it for a whole lot actually. I'm just starting to research the first Russian cruiser, so I think I have enough playtime to state my thoughts on it. So overall, I like the game mode. Well, I like the ships. I don't like the boats, but I don't want to be over negative and just talk about what I hate all the time. So I'm first going to go over the things I like and then the things I don't like. So the things I liked, the gameplay in itself, I find very exciting. Watching the shells fly over a large distance and hit the enemy vessel, watching them blow up, hit the turrets, it's exciting when you finally angle in onto their distance and find out how much you need to lead and you can just destroy them. Meanwhile, attempting to obfuscate your own movement so they don't destroy you. There's been complaints of the aiming mechanic, and I can't relate to those. Perhaps it's because I've been in the pre-closed beta, so I've had a lot of experience with the aiming system, so I know what I'm doing. And it's kind of disappointing that Gaijin hasn't bothered to put out a tutorial on how to do this stuff. I think they made a video, but I'm talking in-game tutorial like they have for tanks and planes. Honestly, you could figure out how to play tanks and planes without the tutorial, but I think a tutorial is much more important for something more complicated like ships. Another thing to like is the models of all the vessels that have been added. They look really cool. Even the Cold War stuff, which is quite controversial, it still looks cool. The Gaijin has typically good models. On the destroyers and light cruisers, the guns and whatnot have a less bit of detail, but they're bigger overall, so it's a bit acceptable. But the smaller ones have the same amount of detail of tanks. Although I wish the dead animations had a bit more destruction to them. When you do die, your boat can be split in half and whatnot. It is cool, but the textural model, I feel like there should be some like more holes, or maybe have like a turret blown off, or I don't know, things could be cool. But of the things I don't like are boats, the small vessels. I do not like the way they play. I'm talking rank 1 and 2 things. I can't get into it. And don't tell me I haven't played enough. I grind out the Russians till I got their first destroyer, which is actually a sub-chaser. So I have plenty of experience playing small boats, and I don't enjoy it at all. It seems, to me at least, completely chaotic, with almost no direction or team play of any sort. I'd say spags on water is an accurate description, although at least some spags have armor, and the Whirlwind would win, let's be honest. There are variations to this. Some boats have 75mm cannons, some have fat mortars, but the majority of them have machine guns or quick-firing cannons from 40mm to 20mm to 50 cals. And essentially what you do is when you see an enemy, you shoot at them and hope that you kill them before they kill you, because there's not much cover. Honestly, I think if you stay further back, you're going to live longer. And capture the zones till the enemy runs out of lives or the ticker goes down. Now, perhaps this is still just an issue from the game mode being new. People haven't thought out optimal strategies, so it is completely chaos because no one knows what they're doing, including me. I don't know what I'm doing. Besides, of course, capture the zones, shoot enemies. Or perhaps it is simply just a taste of mine. I don't know. There are people who like it. I'm glad they like it. I'm glad it's in the game just for them. But I won't be purposely playing it. Maybe for events or other things. Maybe it'll grow on me like tanks did. But I have my doubts. Mainly because I've already found much more interest in the destroyer gameplay. The second point I want to bring up that I dislike carries along both boats and ships is the crew percentage, which is actually just a health bar based on the number of crew that you have in your ship. And the way you whittle this health bar down is a bit different than it is in many other games, is that if an area is blacked out, there are no more crew members in there, so you can't kill them. You need to shoot at different areas. You do this till all the crew is done. Well, not actually all the crew, until there isn't a sufficient amount of people to crew the ship. But not only is this not historically accurate at all, but it's not a fun game mechanic, because multiple times you will be fighting enemy ships, all your guns are working, you seem fine, you forgot you have 12% crew left, someone hits you and you die, and you're just taking out the game. But before that moment, your ship had a little bit of yellow on it, maybe because you repaired all the modules, and the ship was performing just about fine. All guns were shooting, the engines were running, the machine guns were shooting airplanes, and then you're just dead. I think there's a simple solution to this, is to have the crew percentage bar. Once you've hit 0, your crew doesn't just immediately abandon the ship, but they are incapable of repairing the ship in a timely fashion, and have it be labeled a crew morale bar. Because honestly, I've read many reports of ships being horribly battered, worse than in War Thunder, and still having plenty of crew members surviving. So what my ideal mechanic would be is, as your crew is being whittled down, less guns are being operated, starting from the small caliber machine guns to your main guns. Once you hit 0, the guns you have selected will still fire, but you can't repair breaches, you can't repair damaged cannons, and you can't put out fires. So effectively it does kill you, but doesn't immediately and very shockingly take you out of the action scene like you're dead now. It shows that you as a player have made mistakes. It doesn't just tell that you made mistakes. I think that would lead to a more immersive and satisfying feeling when you do die. Like in aircraft, when you die, you know exactly how you were killed, why you were killed. Your wing was shot off, now you're crashing to the ground. Unless you're a pilot snipe, which is always annoying. Your tail was shot up, now you can't steer. In tanks, it's similar. As you get shot once, your loader and commander are out. You get shot again, now your gun and turret are out. And you get shot a third time, now your gunner's dead, and the driver can't operate the tank himself. See, there's a progression to that, where as you make mistakes, the situation becomes worse for you. But in ships, as you make mistakes, the situation stays the same until the very moment where the game states you are dead. Third complaint I have, may actually have answers in the future, is the game mode. Capture the magic circles. It is extremely lazy, the circles are poorly placed, and the ticket bleed is frustrating, and it feels as if there can't be a second comeback by the enemy team. Maybe a simple addition of more time could be put into this. Personally, I would have preferred if they took more of the air RB route with ship RB. They could do whatever with boat AB because I don't play that. But having it be more mission based and put things on a grand scale. Also having the game modes last in a typical maybe 30 or so minutes. It seems that they last about, I'd say 18 at most. And as ships are typically perceived as slow, this game mode should be the slow game mode. Besides that, I think there's some other complaints that I could bring up. Like, I still have terrible performance. That probably isn't on my end. There's lots of bugs and glitches. And some of the boats, the turrets, despite obviously being able to spin 360 degrees, they have a dead zone where if you start pointing the opposite direction, instead of going the short way, they have to go all the way around. Many other complaints that I think shouldn't be raised yet, as it still is technically open beta, so there is the hope, the possibility that Gaijin is still working on things. Although it could be simply a demo beta, as a lot of betas as of late for other various games tend to be. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Naval. If you have any comments, concerns, or questions, you can hit me up down below in the comments or on my Discord if you want to see more of these type of videos. Well, I make random videos throughout the week, but on weekends I make news videos for War Thunder. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything. Thanks for watching, I hope you have a great day.